Antibiotic susceptibility testing. You keep quiet, we finish quickly. You talk, I stop. Okay? So, antibiotic susceptibility test. Antibiotics, you know, medications that kill microbes. Sulfamethoxazine, trimethoprim, amoxicillin, augmentin, etc., etc., Clavox. All these are antibiotics. Susceptibility means can be affected by, is susceptible to, like antibiotics, are they affecting the bacteria or not? Are they killing or inhibiting the bacteria or not? We are going to test today. From where we started, please sit down. From when we started, we got some bacteria, we saw the shapes, cocci, bacilli, every one of the shapes. Then we started identifying them by staining them. We did gram stain, gram positive, gram negative. Then we did biochemical testing. In that we identified different bacteria, streptococci, catalase test, coagulase test we did. Right? Now we know which bacteria we have. Just what we need to do, this bacteria is coming from a patient. We have identified the bacteria. Now we will expose this bacteria to different types of antibiotics and see which antibiotic is working against it. Once we know that, we will report that back to the physician and he can give that antibiotic to the patient. This is what the importance of the test is. Okay? So, what we do in antibiotic susceptibility testing, there are two types of tests. Dilution test and diffusion test. Diffusion test is also known as disc diffusion test. Why is it called disc diffusion test? Because it has got discs. These discs are filter paper discs that have antibiotic in them. They are like this. You take one, here, pass back. And please when you reach this, give it back. Okay? So these are types of antibiotic discs. These are different antibiotics that are impregnated or present in the discs. For example, see, you can see without talking also. Tetracycline DET, streptomycin, erythromycin, ampicillin, chloramphenicol, these are all antibiotics. If you see the antibiotic disc that I have given you, why do you keep on talking like girls? Okay? You will get it, don't worry, everyone will get to see, okay? You will not leave unless you see. So, if you see the disc, there is an abbreviation on top of it, okay? Whichever disc you got here, there is small abbreviation. And the name, the complete name we can't write. So we write abbreviation on top of the disc and the concentration. Different concentration will have different effect, right? So we write concentration and we write abbreviation of the antibiotic. Okay? There is a stool here, Why are you standing? Come in front here. 3 people can sit here. 3. One of you find your place, otherwise stand. Okay? So these discs, what we do, we take a culture plate, sterile, no bacteria. Okay? And we put bacteria everywhere on top of it. That is called a lawn culture. Lawn, like a hadika. Okay? We put everywhere. So bacteria should grow everywhere. But after doing that, we put small discs. Where the discs are working and the antibiotic is diffusing into the media and stopping the bacteria, you will have a zone around the disc that has no bacteria. You see this shaded area is bacteria everywhere, okay? Around the disc you see small zones where there is no growth of bacteria. This zone is called zone of inhibition. Can you see this? Okay? I'll pass the plates and you can see yourself the zone of inhibition. Just see and pass behind you, okay, so others can see also. You far backward, okay? So if you take the plate like this and see around the disc, you see circular area with no growth of bacteria. This area is called zone of inhibition. Why is this zone of inhibition there? Because this antibiotic is stopping the bacteria from growing. Can you see? Good. Okay, so this was diffusion method. Okay, disc diffusion method. Now we have another method that is called dilution method. Now in dilution method what we do is that, please settle down. If you don't have a space, please you can stand or take a stool from the other lab, okay? You can go to the other lab, bring a stool. There is one here, there is one here. There is enough place, okay? Next, in the dilution method, you have a series of tubes with different concentration of antibiotic. So tube 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the concentration is 0 antibiotic, 1 gram per ml, 2, 4 and 8 gram per ml. So there is an increasing concentration of antibiotic. For example, I put bacteria here, it will grow, becomes turbid, shady. Put here, okay, again shady. Put here also and here also and here also, but nothing grows. Okay, we take the tubes, we put bacteria, put in the incubator. Next day, only these 2 tubes have bacteria, the other 3 are free. So, there is a point here, at this concentration, this antibiotic stops the bacteria from growing. So, this is called minimum inhibitory concentration or MIC. Minimum inhibitory concentration. Okay, so this concentration is called MIC. Okay, you see this plate? Discs are here, and around the disc you see, what is this? Zone of action. And in some antibiotics that are not working, you will have nothing. No. Okay? The first thing is zone of inhibition or no zone of inhibition. Okay? Distribution.
So there is no zone of inhibition.
That means the antibiotic is not working. The bacteria is not susceptible. No MIC, no nothing. 0. So now how we found this out? How we have found it out? Some scientist did an experiment. He grew bacteria like this, and his culture was contaminated by a fungus. This fungus was known as Penicillium. Penicillium. And you see here, he saw that around the fungus the bacteria is not growing. Why is it not growing? The fungus must be producing something that is stopping the projector, stopping the bacteria from growing. So this he found out was penicillin, the first antibiotic that we discovered. Okay, this is how we knew that there are substances that can stop bacteria from growing. Okay. Penicillium fungus. Okay, so why do we do this test? To guide the clinician. You are working in the hospital, I am working in the hospital, patient comes to me, oh I have chest infection, I have throat infection, whatever infection. I do a CS. CS means culture and sensitivity. Culture and sensitivity. They culture the bacteria, like you culture the bacteria, they grow the bacteria.
CS is scan.
That is separate. Okay, CS. Okay, the sensitivity is to antibiotics. Which antibiotics the bacteria is sensitive to? Okay. What did I say? You with the glasses on the bench. Yes, you.
God.
Very bad. Okay. Now please stop, okay?
Okay.
Next is for information. For example, previously some bacteria were susceptible to penicillin, but now resistance. Many bacteria now in the ICU, such as Acinetobacter, Pseudomonas, MRSA, are not susceptible to any antibiotic now. We give them many antibiotics, patient still dies, no effect.
Why? Because
they have become resistant because of illiterate use or definite unethical use of antibiotics. Now, wherever you go, take this antibiotic, take this antibiotic. The bacteria grows resistant to that antibiotic. We should use antibiotics when and if needed. Not like this. We take antibiotic like this, go to pharmacy, give me Clevox, khalas. This is why we have resistance. Okay? Next thing, dilution method. Do you know anything about a dilution series? Dilution series. See, this is a dilution series or a serial dilution. What we do in that, we take these all tubes and put 20 microliter of normal saline or saline in each of them. Okay? All are same, no bacteria. In one of the tubes, you put 20 microliter of antimicrobial agent, any one of them. So 20 and 20 make 40, concentration will be 50%. Okay? Okay or no okay?
Okay.
Okay? If I take 20 microliter from this and put into this will become 40, but the concentration will be half. 25. No?
Yes.
I take 20 microliter from this, put in the next, mix. So this will become less concentration than this by, no, if this was 50, the concentration here will become 25. Then again, 12.5, 6.5, 3.2, 1.5, 0.75, it like this, it will come on decreasing.
But doctor, but this is the same, 20, 20, 20 in each one.
But the antibiotic here was pure, 20 microliter. But here, the mixture is going. Then the mixture is going. Okay? So the concentration of antibiotic will keep on decreasing. Okay? And in the last one, we discard the 20 microliter. Here, no antibiotics. Okay? Why we do this? Okay? So, we have one tube with no bacteria. You did culture, when I showed you take out the swab and do streaking, you will have bacteria growing here. If there is no bacteria here, I take loop and put on the plate, will bacteria grow here?
No.
No. Now here, there is no medication, no antibiotic. Bacteria is growing here. I take out, bacteria will grow.
Yes.
This is shady, bacteria will grow. At this point also, 3.1 concentration, I take a loop and put on the media and incubate. Still bacteria are growing. 6.2 concentration of antibiotic, when I take and grow, very few bacteria grow. So this is the concentration at which the antibiotic has inhibitory effect on the growth of bacteria. So this is called minimum concentration. MIC. Here, till this concentration, most of the bacteria are growing. But in the next culture, you see bacteria number has decreased. We take the culture, grow here, still bacteria are growing, but decreased number, very few. So this is minimum inhibitory concentration. In the next tube, we take again and grow here, nothing is growing. That means the antibiotic has killed all the bacteria, and that is
Minimum bacteria.
bactericidal, like homicide, suicide, bactericide. Bactericidal concentration. Here also nothing will grow, here also nothing will grow. But the minimum concentration is this one. So what is the MIC? 6.2. What is MBC? 12.5.
What kind of bacteria is this?
Whichever type of bacteria. Whichever type of bacteria, because we will be testing this for different antibiotics.
We should memorize 6.2, 12.5.
No.
That's what I mean. Which kind of bacteria is it?
No. Not any type. This is just to explain to you. You will have different readings. Okay? But the point at which the inhibitory effect starts, MIC. The point at which the bactericidal effect starts, MBC.
Starts and ends in the same person.
Starts.
Just bactericidal means all bacteria is
The better
dead.
drug.
No more
The
killing
better
bacteria. Because it's all dead.
The better drug, which is shown the MBC and the
You see, for different bacteria, we have different antibiotics. For a specific antibiotic, MIC, MBC different.
Yes.
For another antibiotic or another bacteria also, MIC,
If I'm
MBC
looking
different.
for a bacillus,
You see, if you do not stop, I'll stop. If you don't understand, ask me.
Doctor, why we say MBC starts? It's just the same concentration
Okay.
that kills
See.
all the bacteria.
At this concentration also, it will kill bacteria.
Yeah.
This also, it will kill bacteria.
Yeah.
So what is MBC? The first concentration at which you have no bacteria. That's why we say, when there is start of no bacteria here, MBC.
Yeah.
Okay? Any other question? No? You understand? Okay. So MIC, MBC, you understand. In the diffusion method, please give me 20 minutes. 20 minutes, okay? You have a zone of inhibition. Okay? But this cannot tell you the MIC.
Yes.
You have another thing that is called an E test or an epsilometer test. You see what is written here? E-test or epsilometer test. What epsilometer has? It is a strip like this. It has got different concentration of antibiotics starting from the below to the top. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like this. So the concentration of antibiotic is increasing.
Yes.
Okay? So here you see no zone, no zone, no zone. At this point the zone of inhibition
This is the
starts.
MIC.
This point is MIC. Okay? This is called epsilometer test or E-test. Okay? This is the E-test strip. We have E-test strip for different antibiotics. Okay? Don't worry, you will see it. Okay? Today you don't have to do the practical. I'll demonstrate, I'll show you. Okay?
Doctor, how about the MIC? The MBC? Is
From
it-
this test you can't check
You can't
MBC.
check.
You have to do dilution for MBC. For MBC, dilution.
Well, MBC is bad.
No, not bad. Good for us. Good for us because we know from the MBC we have to check if in vitro, this is the MBC, what is the MBC in vivo. You understand in vitro, vivo? Vitro on the plate, vivo inside you. How much antibiotic to give you? We have to calculate. Okay? Otherwise, if you give you less antibiotic, no effect. More antibiotic, no use. You are eating 2 pills, you need 1. One other person can eat that. Economy and extra. Why are you taking this? Okay?
Toxicity.
Next. So, the disc diffusion method is also called Kirby-Bauer method. This diffusion method is also called Kirby-Bauer method. Okay, there is a chart on its name, Kirby-Bauer chart. I'll show it to you. Next test I told you was epsilometer test. Okay, it is also called T-test. It does diffusion and dilution. Like it shows you the MIC also. The disc does not show you the MIC. Okay, what the disc does, now we'll see. Okay, firstly we know how to do this test. Very, very easy. We take a new plate, sterile plate, and we put bacteria on it. But the concentration of the culture needs to be standardized. You understand that? You have a standard that is called McFarland standard. It is a turbidity standard. You understand turbidity?
Yeah.
When you put bacteria, it becomes whitish turbid. So we check 0.5 standard, it has specific turbidity. We take water, distilled water or saline, put bacteria to match turbidity. According to 0.5, the turbidity of 0.5 we have to make same in the other tube, and then from that tube we take this cotton swab and spread it out on the culture tray. So everywhere bacteria should grow. Before putting it in the incubator, we put different antibiotic discs and then we put in the incubator. Next day, when the plate comes out, it looks like what I showed you now. See? Okay? Where the disc is, you see bacteria not working. Here there is no zone, very slight. There is no zone here, this antibiotic is not working. But this, you see a good zone of inhibition.
The best.
No, we have just wait.
The best of the 3.
Wait. Different antibiotic. Okay? So now, here I am using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. No zone, and this is the zone of inhibition. How we measure the size of the zone of inhibition? Diameter. Good. In millimeters, not centimeter, not inches, in
Millimeter.
mm. Okay? You put your scale, master, like this, and you measure the size. See? You put it like this, and you measure. You put it here, you see zone of inhibition, you put like this, and measure the size of zone of inhibition. Okay? This is very important. Why? Please listen to this very carefully. The zone of inhibition does not mean that it is susceptible or it is working. There can be 3 possibilities. The bacteria might be resistant, there might be intermediate resistance or sensitivity. How will we check? We have a chart, like I told you, Kirby-Bauer chart. In this chart, consider column R, I and S only. R, I and S. Resistant, intermediate, sensitive. For ampicillin, 10 microgram disc. You have this disc there. For this specific bacteria, This is the reading for Kirby-Bauer chart. If for this Enterobacteriaceae your reading was 17 millimeters, where will it come?
Sensitive.
Sensitive. If it was 9, where will it come? Resistant. The zone of inhibition is there, but the size of the zone of inhibition you have to check with the Kirby-Bauer chart and see is it sensitive, intermediate or resistant. Very easy to do. Okay? And how you measure it? I'll show you how you measure it. Like this. Simple. Look. You measure with a scale. Sometimes you don't have complete circle. You see, you don't have complete circle. What will you do? Yes, you will take no soft okay? You will measure only this. You will measure only this and multiply it by 2. Okay? Got it? So you have this and this. Very easy thing. One more thing that we need to see here. So this is single disc. What is this? But instead of putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we can put all 6 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is called a masked ring, like this. So instead of checking one antibiotic, we put a ring of 6 antibiotics and check which is working, which is not working, and check the zones of inhibition. Okay? So, who said khalas? Okay? So this is masked ring. Okay? Masked ring. The masked ring has on top of this mentioned abbreviations, AMP, etc. And this is mentioned on the box. For example, AP is ampicillin. Okay? Who is going to check? What is AUG? Augmentin. Okay, so the abbreviation will be mentioned on the strip here. Okay, you can't write whole augmentin on this, so only abbreviation will be there. Halas, okay. The next thing you need to know, very simple, is the E-test. E-test I showed you. This is the E-test. Okay, you have rectangular strips. There is increasing gradient of medication from lower concentration to higher concentration, and the zone of inhibition is elliptical. If you see this, you will see the E-test. The zone of inhibition is elliptical. The point.
والله يا شباب اليوم انتم مرة.
No problem, no problem. You can stay here till 4. I can stay here till 4 or 5 even. Stop. No, you don't want to stay till 5. Okay, so the zone of inhibition here is elliptical, not circular, and the point where it starts is
MIC.
MIC. Can you see on the plate?
Yes.
Show them. Answer this, please.
1.5. 2.
And the name of the test is? Okay, khalas. Now you can say khalas. Now